Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my series of videos on Makai Kingdom and how to quickly get into the post game. We're going to pick up where we left off. Last episode was World 1. This time it's going to be World 2. World 2 is different from World 1. It has 6 stages, whereas World 1 only has 4. And the stages are also a lot more random. So typically it takes about twice as long. I'm going to try to move quickly. I don't want this to be a super long video. My first video was 19 minutes, and if not for the fact that I was pausing to explain things, it would have been a lot shorter. You can do World 1 in probably around 10 minutes, about half that time. But I'm going to try to keep it a good clip because I don't want this to go super long. I want it under half an hour. Now, unfortunately, these cutscenes cannot be skipped. The one that happens at the end of each chapter can be skipped, but then right after that, after you save, there's another one that happens at the beginning, and that cannot be skipped because at the end of it, uh, it it gives you the option of which overlord you want to wish for the new netherworld, and that has implications for the parameters of the random stages that you have to play in the next chapter. Uh, So yeah, as you can see here, Babylon is the opposite of what we want, because if we pick him, we're going to tend to see larger levels with more extensions, varied enemy types, and lots of them. Uh, whereas if we were to pick Pram, we would get smaller levels, which is what we want. Mostly caster type enemies who are physically weak. That's what we want. We want to be able to one-shot them. And fewer enemies, which is also what we want. We want that higher likelihood that we'll have an enemy that has a high point value. So we're definitely going to go with Pram, hands down. Now, Zeta is informing us here. We have, since we've reached Chapter 2, we've unlocked the ability to invite facilities onto the battlefield, and we are going to be making prodigious use of that. Um, so the first thing we want to do before we head into 2-1 is put some equipment on a couple of our characters. It's mostly this female warrior who we want to beef up, and one of the ways we're going to do that is by using this flat rock. If you look at the right, you'll notice that this is going to penalize her movement heavily. It cuts it in half, minus 20. But that plus 36 defense is pretty impressive for this point in the game. And this rock was free. We didn't have to farm any money. Um, a comparable armor, let's see, purchase armor, isn't even available yet. So that's kind of a big deal. Um, so yeah, definitely the flat rock. Looks like we got a spear. We'll give her that. We'll do we'll do one more armor too. And all right, another thing we want to do, since we've got this rock left over, we're going to go ahead and make a carrot. Carrot is one of the classes that you have to unlock by defeating one in battle, and we did that in World 1.4 last episode. So now we've got access to carrots. We're going to go ahead and make one. Carrots are a useful class. You need to get one to at least level 10 anyway in order to unlock some important stuff. So you might as well start early. And I'm going to go ahead and make a pumpkin too, because why not? We'll raise his attack, I guess. Let's see. And we'll slap some equipment on them too. He can have this dagger. You can have a sword. Each of you gets an armor. That's good enough. All right. So with that done, we're going to save. There's lots of randomization in World 2, so you kind of want to save between each stage. And let's go. Overlord Dungeon, 2-1, skip event. All right. So the first thing you want to do when you get here is take a look at the point values of the various enemies and objects on the stage. Um, okay, so we got some good luck. This one is worth 97. Just comboing that would, doing an 8-part combo on that would give us well over the 300 points we need. But that's not the only thing we're going to do. Um, this facility over here has got a couple of bombs in it. So we're going to take the opportunity to unlock that class by defeating one of them. Might as well. So let's invite our thief here. And we're going to have him reposition the book. About right there is good. All right. And then our female warrior is going to lead the charge on this facility. We want to conquer it. So those characters we just equipped, our carrot, our pumpkin, our female warrior, and let's see how many more. 3 more. Why don't we just do a merchant, why not? You kind of just want to load up as much cannon fodder in there as you can. Yeah, it's backed out. As long as a couple of them are beefy enough, you're most likely to achieve victory. Let's see what happens. Easy. Okay, so now we got bomb unlocked. That's great. Next, we're just going to combo this cat kid. Let's look at the bonus. Why not? None of that really matters. And start summoning my healers. We're going to throw our thief out of bounds because we don't need him anymore. His only purpose was to move the book. There we go. Oh, one thing you can do that kind of saves some time here is you can stuff all your healers into like the hospital, or you can stuff 6 of them in there. And then instead of having to invite them all individually, you just invite the hospital and they can all jump out and queue up their heal. But that, I mean, that saves a few seconds. You might think of that if you're like doing a speed run, but it's not essential for this. I'm definitely not a speed runner. All right. 2, 3. With this series, what I really want isn't like I don't think of this as a speed run at all. This is kind of just like a quick and easy way to do it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. Okay. And then execute. Yeah, what I really want for this series is to just kind of give people options to do it in kind of like the optimally lazy way is how I think about it. Maybe not the fastest, but just sort of the easiest. And there we go, 457, easy. All right. Maybe I should demonstrate this here. Okay, why not? So our score is 457, and we're looking at this small flower. It's worth 38. So if I were to drop one of my facilities on this, you would think that our score would go up to, what, 495? Is my math right there? I hope it is. Anyway, so yeah, so it should go up to 495, right? Let's see what happens. We're going to drop our doghouse right here on this item, and that's going to destroy it and give us some points. Oh, 601. What's going on there? Let's see. I don't need that sapling. Yeah. The reason we got more points than we were expecting is because Makai Kingdom does a weird thing when you, specifically when you drop facilities on items. It applies the combo multiplier of the current combo that you have queued or the most recent combo that you've used. That is really important to understand and remember if you want to get through these levels like quickly and conveniently. So we're going to be looking out for opportunities, especially here, to use that to our advantage because we are going into 2-2. Here we go. Skip event, yes. All right, so here's 2-2. This is another semi-random stage. It's always these 5 sort of H-shaped sections, but only the middle one has set enemies with set semi-random equipment. They've always got the nunchucks. The rest is random. Um, So what you want to do is from your initial position here, you can invite your doghouse, and that will reveal this one of the two of the nearest extensions. Now this area is only worth 100 points, so we're going to keep going. This one's 400. And that's non-random. It will always be like that every time you do this stage. Yeah. We're going to throw our tome, and then this is important. We're going to put our thief away in this doghouse to reduce our population, so that if we want to do our 8-part combo, I mean, we're going to want to. So we can pull off our 8-part combo over here on a convenient item. Let's see, 64, 41, 78, 151, and there it is. So the great thing about, we got a little bit lucky here. Now, if you'll recall, the last combo that we did was definitely an 8-part combo. So that means that all we need to do to clear this stage is invite a facility onto this little cluster of items here. That's more than enough points to clear the stage. So let's see. There we go. There's our shop. Yep, there we go. 967 easy points. Uh, and then just for because we've got this opportunity here, I'm gonna have my warrior take a whack at this guy. It doesn't matter if he. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll take this opportunity to unlock the gardener class. You want to do that. You want to keep an eye out for opportunities to unlock these classes, because if the opportunity is there, why not? If you don't get them now, you'll have to go get them later. Is that worth it? Let's see. Where's my? Oh, okay. I didn't heal my witch. That's all right. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that one's actually not worth it. You're guaranteed to be able to unlock that one later in the course of doing something else. So don't worry about Tar Man if you see them. They're not a big deal. All right. So why don't we heal? So that was stage 2 too. Really easy. Um, there is some randomization, and if you don't get lucky like that and there's no high point items, what you can do is just reset. The thing about that using the combo multiplier like that is that it persists through soft resets. That's right, you can pull off an 8-part combo, reset, load a different game, drop facilities on some items, and your uh, multiplier from before you soft reset will still be applied. It's crazy. It's really convenient, really great for like speed running. Um, Definitely worth understanding and using. So we're going to save here. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Let's see. Overlord Dungeons. 2, 3. I think this is one of the more random ones. Yeah, here we go. So this is random. Let's see what we got here. We got 32 points, 50 points, 59 points. Yeah, I think that the thing to do here, let's just invite whoever, I guess. My thief. So we're going to invite the shop, or let's see, it's 32, so it's 82, yeah. So we want to invite the shop over here. Interesting. Oh no, okay, I understand. It's because yeah. Uh, it- uh, so because I hit an enemy back there with what do you call it? With slash, and because I casted that spell, those were not combos. So that cleared out our cache of the that it reset the value. That's why I didn't get what I was expecting here. Does that turn this into a bad take? I gotta decide. Let's see. No, that's fine. I'll salvage it. Um, So this will take slightly longer, but that's okay. I still need some weapon EXP anyway. We'll go for it. We've already got almost half the points we need. So to get the rest of them, we'll just combo this flower. That should be enough. Yeah, 61, that'll be enough. Now, one thing that I could have done if I were thinking is I could have here just queued up a combo and then dropped my facility. And the combo that I had queued, even not having executed the combo yet, would have applied the multiplier. So if I had been a little more mindful, that would have been probably the optimal thing to do. But that's okay. Little detours like this aren't a deal breaker. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And slash. All right. So you'll notice that so far in this entire save file, the enemies have not gotten a turn to attack once. That's one of the great things about Makai Kingdom. If you can kind of treat the early part of it almost like a puzzle game rather than really like a strategy RPG. You know, it's like how do you clear it without letting the enemy act? All right, so we're gonna save. Let's see, next is 2-4, right? Yeah. So how's our warrior doing? For 2-4, yeah, we're only one away. For 2-4, I recommend having Berserker unlocked before you go, and I'll show you why in a second. But first, let's go unlock Berserker. Berserker is the second sword skill. It unlocks at skill level 1, actually, which only takes a few swings. I think we're like one short right now, and that should do it. There it is, Berserker. Okay. So there we go. That's a few seconds out of our way to get Berserker, but I think it's worth it. This is going to save us some time. So next, we're going to go to 2-4. I don't feel the need to save because this is non-random. Okay, so here's 2-4. So the layout of it is that this middle area is only worth 200 points. You need 300 to clear. There's only these 4 enemies, and I think they're scripted to do nothing. But every single one of them is a key, and when they're defeated, they open up the area that they're kind of facing in the direction of, and those will have random objects and enemies in them. We are going to do this the easy way, though. And the easy way is this. You just lift one of these guys up and throw it close enough to one of the others that you can hit both of them with Berserker, and then you build a combo. And again, I could have loaded up all my healers into like the library or the shop to make this faster, but I just wasn't thinking about that. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. If you think it's a big deal, I'm sorry. I don't mean to waste your time. But if wasting time bothers you, you're probably not interested in Makai Kingdom to begin with. Shit, which, man, I don't remember which one I targeted. I bet it was the one on the right. All right. We'll see. How well do I know myself? Even if I only get a 7-part combo, it'll still be enough. It'll still be 310 points. So I'll still clear the stage. No big deal. All right. I was totally wrong, but it doesn't matter. 310 is just as good as 380 for our purposes. Doing a 7-part combo gives you a multiplier of 3.1, and 8-part gives you a multiplier of 3.8. And we only need 300 here. Yep, 310. Mm-hmm. Called it. All right, so we're going to save here because 2-5 is another highly random stage, and you want to save in case you get a really annoying layout. So let's go to 2-5. Here we go. Now we did just perform a 8-part combo, so we've got our 3.8 multiplier all loaded up. So let's just kind of nonchalantly drop some facilities. Yeah, why not? There we go. And instant clear. Let's see, what are we going to get? Eh, it's just as simple as that. All right, so now we're going to want to heal. We're about to do 2-6. 2-6 is the most, clearing it is the most elaborate of any stage that we've done so far. So you definitely want to, well, you want to save first, but even before that, we're going to do something else. We're going to buy some more used books. We want 5 of them. And those are for making some more magicians and witches. And the reason why we're doing this is we're thinking ahead about stage 3-6, an entire world away. Just trust me, you're going to want to do this. And you're going to want to do it right now before you do 2-6. So let's see. 29, there we go. So yeah, just like when we first made our spellcasters, you're going to want to toggle back and forth between witch and magician. And whenever you see 29, that's, they have equal, they have equal intellectual potential. Furianon, that's a weird name. There we go. So we want 5 of them because we want a total of 7, and we made 2 out of flowers at the very beginning. Let's see, 26, 28, 26, 28, 29. There we go. Fatty. I love these names. 29. The best random name I've seen is Zydos. I'm sure absolutely nobody watching this knows about Gosei Sentai Dairanger, but you should check it out. I'll take this opportunity to plug it. Anyway, oh yeah. So we've got our total of 7 spellcasters now. The next thing that we want is like one more kind of like a bruiser type character, and we've got this rock. I don't remember when we got it, but we're just gonna make like another male warrior out of this. They're kind of just the best. I don't have enough mana for that. Marco. All right, so once you've done that, you want to save. Definitely want to save, 100%. You want to save here. All right, now we're going to go to 2-6. Now, first thing you want to do is look at the bonus list here, and this only has 1 experience reward, so I'm actually going to reset. Um, I actually want to get some experience here. The strategy that I'm going to show you for clearing 2-6 is going to guarantee that you always get 1,000 points. So you might as well reset here a couple times until you get a decent amount of experience in the bonus list. That's going to help you later on. 70. Is that? That's only 2. I want more. I want like 3 or more. Doing this a couple times, this takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. The experience really will help. Overlord done. And usually if you do this, like 4 or 5 times, you'll 70 plus 70 plus 110. That's good enough. Like barely. That's fine. And I like the 3-star Gladius. That's shiny. All right. So looking at this map, you see the initial area is only worth 100 points, and we need a whopping 800 if you look down there in the lower right. So we're not really interested in this first area at all. And the second area is even worse. It's worth nothing. Where we want to get to is this juicy 900 point area over here, where practically all of the points are accumulated. So the way that we're going to get there, this is pretty simple. You invite your thief and you invite your hospital about right here. Another thing you can do is kind of start stuffing characters into the hospital. You can stuff a few in here. We went to all the trouble of making sure that we were going to get a decent amount of experience from this stage, and we want everybody to benefit from it. So before we clear the level, we really want everybody out on the field. All right, yeah. Who's left? Don't shove your oh, I guess one or two of them I can. I was gonna say don't put your casters in here, but like 2 of them you can. This will make sense at the end. All right, yeah. That's it. So next you're gonna lift your tome and you're going to throw it close to as close as you can to where the extension meets the map. That's where it makes the most sense to go. And then this is important. You're going to put your thief away. This if you look in the upper right corner, our population is now 0, even though we've invited 6 characters. When your characters are in facilities, they don't count against the max number of characters you can have out. All right, so usually here I will use my merchant because they have like a decent throw distance. You use them to reveal the extension, and then you're going to lift. I was afraid she was going to fall off the stage. That sometimes happens in Makai Kingdom. But it didn't today. All right. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to move here. And we're going to have to improvise a little bit. We're going to have to invite somebody here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll have Fatty do it. So our merchant is going to throw the tome. The tome is special. You cannot throw it out of bounds. It will kind of magnet pull to the nearest piece of terrain. This is convenient. This means that if I want to throw the tome over here, I don't have to completely bridge this gap. I just have to get halfway, and the tome will be like magnet pulled over there. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. So again, we're going to reduce our population by using this convenient little tent here. And all right. So over here, we want to invite our shop. And let's see. We'll have Marco. He's going to lift and throw the tome one more time. And then reduce our population again. Now we're going to invite the doghouse about right here. Okay, so now we've got access to this area. These flat rocks are not worth very much, but we are going to want to loot them. The big source of points here are these guys. You can see that between them, they make up practically all of the 900 points here, except minus, what was it, 8, minus 16. So the 3 of them together are worth, what is it, 884 points. Um, yeah, and we want 1,000 points, no ifs, ands, or buts, and we're going to get them, and I'll show you how. So the first thing you're going to want to do is invite your male warrior as close to the doghouse as you can, and you want him to enter it, and then exit it and position himself in the middle here. Now, you'll notice if you look under his portrait on the left, he's got an enhanced plus 10%. That's the facility bonus for this hut. I think it increases just your flat damage by 10%. I think so. I'm actually not sure. Uh, anyway, so yeah, the next thing we want to do is we're going to invite some of our casters. Big John first. So let's see. 304, 270. Oh, you want to look at their resistances. So she's got minus 10 wind. He's got 40% wind. He's got 0% wind. So Big John, I'm going to have him cast wind on her. Let's see what happens. So now we've kind of softened her up, which is what we want to do. Let's keep moving. You don't have to kill her, and if you do, it's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have our magician climb up on top of the witch like this. You see the witch is now holding our magician. So now the witch is going to throw our magician into the facility, and we've reduced our population. So now the witch can cast wind, I guess on this guy. Hardly any damage, that's fine. So moving on. He's probably got equipment. Oh, none. He's just level 7. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. He's got a high resistance because he's a medic. They've got that. So again, we invite a caster. We have it throw the previous caster into the facility to lower our population, and we rinse repeat. You don't have to do a ton of damage to these guys. You just want to do a little. Like we've softened him up. Yeah, we've softened him up enough. And then let's see, what's this guy's weakness? Ice. Do I have any ice casters? I didn't look at any of their skills. Wind. Yeah, that's our last one. That's okay. Yeah, this is probably going to do 0 damage, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yep, that's all right. So next we're going to start inviting our healers. Your first healer, you're going to want to have them throw your final spellcaster into this facility to reduce your population. The next one, you're going to want to have them grab a rock. Let's see, we've got enough for, yeah, okay. And then what you can do with the last 4, 4? I think I got 5, okay. This stage is definitely the most time consuming of any that we've done so far. That's normal. So you definitely want all 3 of these flat rocks, and you'll see why later. Okay, so now we are in position to pull off a berserk combo. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Because we've softened them, didn't we soften all of them up? No, he took 0 damage. Um, We didn't manage to soften all of them up. That's okay. I'm pretty sure these two are going to die, and that's going to give us 1,000 points. This guy may or may not die. He probably won't. It doesn't matter. Um, we're going to use heal. If you manage to soften all three of them up, which is like more optimal, then you would want to use Espoir instead, so you're not healing them. It's good that Espoir gets unlocked for healers at level 4. It's worth it to make sure you get it before you attempt this stage. But we're just going to spam heal on this guy. Might as well. It's like it really doesn't matter. But we have to push one less button to to cast heal. Our cursor's already on it, so we'll optimize. And Berserker, there we go. Oh, all three of them down. That's great. 2,671 points later, clear stage. Yeah. So all that. Skip event, yes. You sure you want to save? Yes. Let's see. So we'll save here. Yeah, we'll save here. Okay. Well, that is going to conclude my run of Makai Kingdom World 2. I hope you guys found this useful. I hope you learned something. I think that the trick for dropping facilities on items is a game changer, if nothing else. So I really hope that a lot of people uh, can benefit from that. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon. God, ending videos is weird. I need to get used to this. Uh, thanks for watching. Tune in again next time. Goodbye.